And then Devin Haney responds and says, "Don't be surprised if I knock you down." What's your reaction to that?
I mean, talk is cheap.
Talk
He
is
ain't
cheap.
gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. I already told you. He ain't gonna do it. When he feel how hot it is, just like every other fighter. I don't give a damn whether it's sparring. I don't give a fuck what it is. Every other fighter, they get the hell on. They move. They not gonna stay stationary. We don't want a stationary target. David Haney wants my son to be a stationary target so he can lean against him. I'm
Mhm.
smarter than them. I'm smarter than them. I already
Mello,
know what's going on. And again, look, I'm gonna tell you, you want him to be stationary so you can find somewhere to hide in the middle of that ring. He ain't gonna be stationary. He ain't gonna be that wall for you to hide up against. Nah, we looking for all of that. I'm gonna tell you ahead of time because ain't nothing you can do about it.
Mello, thank you for the 5 piece. Senior, why do you think Dev and Bill took this fight knowing it can be career ending for him if he gets the KO, if he gets KO'd?
Money, money. It's not hard for me. It's not hard for me knowing what I know. And what I'm saying about knowing what I know is I know the deal they made. It was a 3-fight deal for $36 million. 3-fight deal for $36 million. They were looking for fights for Devin Haney, or they were looking for fights on that list or whatever he say. So Turkey then says, okay, well, we got a guy, and he already agreed. Do you go back and say, nah, let's find another guy? Or do you say, all right, cool, let's run it? What do you say? You're gonna look like a pussy, especially if they're already saying stuff like Devin Haney will fight anybody. If they already giving you their praise that Devin Haney will fight anybody, he had no choice but to take the fight.
Mm, mm.
I mean, again, it's not even. I mean, we're talking basics. We're talking, man. We're talking apples and apples. Like it's nothing. It's very basic. Turkey, you said you wanted to fight. You said you needed to fight. I got the best guy in the division. He right here. He already agreed to fight you. Let's fight. What are you gonna say? Nah, man. Let's try the other guy. What can you say? You can't, and they already agreed because you already know from that point on. Either if you do, and again, we ain't gonna forget that Bill tried to get us to back out of the fight. Bill called Tay Jones and tried to get him to tell me to say I respect the Haneys, said I was fucking up their brain. They tried to get us to back out of the fight. That's how me and him got into it on Coach Malachi show. Go look at Coach Malachi show. He called Tay Jones. Bill Haney called Tay Jones. Um, he told him they really wouldn't even looking to fight us. He said they were looking to see what happened with Shakur and Zapata to see how that was gonna go. Blah blah blah. And just tell all they want us to do. Just tell them that what I'm saying, we respect the Haneys and this and that because we ruining their brand by talking like we was talking. This is what happened. This is why Bill called mom and said fuck my mama before she died on cancer. This is why he said fuck your mama. That's how this happened. See, it's a lot of people things that people don't even see and they just don't know. He was mad because he was busted. He was
Mm.
busted right on camera. You feel what I'm saying? And he didn't deny it. He didn't even deny it. That's what people ain't even noticing. He did not deny it. He just went immediately to fuck you, fuck your mama. He went immediately to, just being mad. I don't know if he was coked out that day. I don't know what he had going on. Go watch the interview.
John BX, thank you for the 5 piece. I know you are prepared for this, but I don't believe for 1 second Dev will sit in the pocket. He will try to steal a decision running all 12. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on, obviously you have to cut that ring. Yeah.
There's only
And
two ways.
Turkey's
There's
are
only
like you
two
said, the
ways.
3 fight deal. You know what I mean?
It's only two ways. There's only two ways to win a fight in this kind of fight that Devin Haney is in. That's to either smother him or to get the hell on and outpoint him. He's not going to be there for him to smother him because his ass going to get beat up. I'm telling you. Brian Norman Jr. not going to be there for him to be smothered because, like I said, he's looking for a wall to land against. I'm telling you everything, Bill. I'm telling you. He's not going to be there for him to get smothered. We're looking for all of that. And he's not going to be able to hide in that ring. Devin Haney, talking about Ramirez's performance, Devin Haney does not possess the size to do what he did with Ramirez. He don't possess the ability. Like again, I kept trying to point out to people that just refuse to see it because it's me saying it. But even with Ramirez, flat foot itself, he was still right in front of Ramirez. Ramirez just wasn't punching. That's it. Devin Haney does not possess the size advantage over us. He don't possess the reach advantage over us. He don't possess the power. He don't possess no advantages over us. Y'all want to say speed? He don't possess that.
How about experience?
He possesses experience. Yes, he does possess experience over us. Yeah, of course, to a degree. To a degree, because when you come to because they try to say somebody amateur experience, he don't possess the amateur experience over us. He possesses the experience in front of this light over us. That's about it.
The professionals,
The
at
professional,
the top level.
because last time I checked, right? Because and then when you say at the top level, what are his top level fights? You give them to me.
I mean, you gotta say Ryan Garcia. You gotta say
So,
Lomachenko. I
so,
mean,
so wait,
I
can
would
we
give
break them
credit
down?
to some of those former champions as well.
Can we break them down? Can we break them down? No. Did he get beat up by Ryan Garcia?
Mm.
No, did he? Oscarine, whatever. But you said the top level, right?
Hmm.
So he got cheated. He got beat up on the top level, but he got beat up, right?
Hmm.
No doubt he got beat up. So that's one of the ones that he got beat up on the top level. Lomachenko. Some people say he got beat. He definitely got beat up in them later rounds. So he got beat up in the end of that fight. He definitely got beat up by a little guy at the end of that fight.
Very
Uh,
superior against Regis Prograis at 140.
right. He was superior to Regis Prograis, a 35, 34, 35-year old, former champion, or champion. He wasn't a former champ, sorry. A
He's a
34,
current.
35-year-old champion with flat feet that admittedly he admits to himself and he admits to everybody he got bad feet. He admits to everybody. He said on your show, I don't even know if you remember this. He said on your show that he fall off balance shadow boxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear him say that?
Hmm.
He said on this show he falls off balance shadow boxing. And that's who people comparing Brian Norman Jr. to. He said on this show that Brian Norman Jr. got better feet than him. Did he say that?
Mm. Did he say that he has better feet? I don't think that he said to me that Brian Norman has better feet than him. No.
That's what I mean. He said that Brian Norman Jr. has better feet than him, right?
I don't remember him saying that.
He did. He said his feet not like mine. Regis said that on your
No, I
show.
asked him if he believes that if they fight alike.
He said no.
Right.
He said no. I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong? Tell me,
Right.
am I wrong?
No, yeah, with the fight alike. I don't know about the feet situation. I
Oh,
don't
okay,
remember
okay.
that.
He might not have said feet. I could have had that wrong or whatever. But he definitely said he not. I think he did say his feet not like mine. I think he did. I could be wrong though, but I think he did say that or whatever. But either way it go though, even Regis admits that they don't fight nothing alike. Like nothing Regis ever do. I don't care where you see him, man. Regis is a stepper. He
And
steps
Regis is
in.
a southpaw too.
He is a southpaw. He steps and plants. He steps and plants. He steps and plants. And the way I ain't finna go through this shit again. I know how he beat him, and it wasn't hard. It was a great performance. It was a great game plan, and that's what he did. Again, Bill Haney is quiet because he know what the hell going on. So, bottom line, I ain't finna be no dead horse on that one. That's why he ain't saying shit. After our media workout, he still ain't saying shit. I watched theirs. They did a what you call it. Bill Haney, they was on the mountain in Denver. Bill Haney talking about it's too late, Brian Norman Sr.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your response to that? Yeah, let's go. It's too late. It's too late.
Oh,
He's too in shape.
I'm not worried about what you
How
doing.
about that? Yo, we talking about advantages. Conditioning.
Yeah.
Who do you think that has the better conditioning?
Brian Norman Jr. is a well-oiled machine. He's never listen.
Even due
People
to that training camp, going out there
Oh,
to
fucking
big
God.
bag, going up, doing
Listen
all
to me.
those steps.
So point out. So what's the longest fight Brian Number Jr. been in? 10 rounds?
Yeah. What as far as
Period. And just period. The longest fight Brian Number Jr. been in is 10 rounds.
yeah, because he hasn't been 12 yet. Yeah.
Because he haven't been 12 yet because nobody made it 12. So the longest fight Brian Number Jr. been in is 10
Well, you
rounds.
don't have that many 12-round fights either.
Three.
Yeah.
Three.
Yeah.
But nobody made it. So fuck all that. We're talking about 24-year-old. What are we talking about? You try you see here trying to diminish some shit without adding caveats to that shit. Yeah, a 24-year-old with 3 12-round fights that didn't make it. That's not a knock on nobody. Some people don't even make it to 12-round fights at 23, 24-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? He's a
You know,
24-year-old.
do you feel like that's an advantage point that they went to Big Bear and you guys stayed at Atlanta. I know we talked about this a little bit earlier, but that could, as a trainer, you could say like, damn, was there any rocks unturned for this training
I
camp?
no, because I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay,
Somebody made a great point to me. Corey, on your show.
Spinks.
Corey Spinks. Where had Corey been at?
Yeah, he's been. I think he's actually shooting a movie. That's what it
Okay.
is. Yeah, he's shooting a
Corey
movie.
Spinks on your show made a great point. Corey Spinks on your show made a great point, and somebody else said the same thing to me. They said that it doesn't make a difference. They said the only reason you should be in high altitude is if you're fighting in high altitude.
I remember.
Corey Spinks made the best. Yeah, he made the best. I said, damn. But we had already came down anyway. Because I
Hmm.
was like, why we up here? Because B was already in shape. So we up here to get him in shape when he was already in shape. I was trying to ask you a minute ago when I said, what's the longest fight you ever seen Brian Norman Jr. in? It's a 10-round fight. We saw what he did in the 10-round fight with Giovanni Santillon, his last one where he won the title. Did he look tired or he did look destructive? He was bouncing around and wasn't nothing tired about him.
Nah, he was good. He
He
was
was
good
good. And let's go back and look at that fight. The punches that were thrown in that was Giovanni throwing a lot of punches from beginning to end.
from the beginning to the end.
But I'm talking about Giovanni Santillon with Brian Norman Jr. Was he throwing a lot of punches?
Yeah, he looked normal.
He was throwing a lot of punches. He was dogging him. He was punching. He was punching from everywhere. I'm talking about Giovanni. You saying normal? He was throwing a lot of punches.
Mm-hmm.
It was a back and forth fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he was throwing a lot of punches. You saying look normal? He was throwing a lot
Yeah.
of punches. He
Your
was doing
son,
everything.
your son had the power and defensive edge on that
And
fight.
dogged him out. So
He
that's my
dogged him out.
whole point. He dogged him out. Giovanni threw everything he could possibly throw in. Giovanni obviously practiced this style. Brian Norman does not. He's in Robert Garcia gym.
But
Brian
Devin
Norman is
Haney is saying that anybody at the top level could beat any of those guys on Brian Norman
all
Jr.'s
right.
resume.
That's fine. You missing my point. My point, we're talking about tires. You making me jump
He-
all over the
yeah,
board
yeah,
when
conditioning.
I'm trying to make one. Yes, I'm trying to make one point at a time. I can kill every narrative at one time, but you jumping all over the board, you gonna make me go to something else. You know me, I can talk for days. You
That's
hear
what I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
It's long. You long winded, so I wanted to make sure I get it all before your flight goes.
Nah,
You know what I mean?
I already got that. Who can be what? I mean, the man you say anybody can be. Okay, so who is anybody? My question is Giovanni Santillon. That's what's tripping me out. I'm glad you said that. Who at the top is he talking
No,
about?
no, no, no.
Who
This
is
is
at the
what
top?
Devin said in that interview.
So my question to you or the chat: who at the top is he speaking of? Who is at the top right now?
At
Giovanni
47,
Santillon was ranked number one under Terrence Crawford.
right?
How much more top? How much more top do you get under that? And Ring Magazine, everybody in the Ring Magazine rankings, who at the top are we talking about? Give me the names that we're talking about that can beat these guys he's talking about. See, I
I
think
mean,
Devin is outdated.
well, remember, Devin is compared to like, um, those elite 5, 6 guys, right? You're talking about the
Name
Shakors, the Teofimo Lopez's, the Tank Davises, those people that they're saying that the five
dog.
kings or the 4 kings. You know what I mean?
Everybody you just named 135-pound fighters.
They will be moving up. These are
But
guys that will
every
be
doesn't
moving up.
matter. Doesn't matter. Everybody you just named 135-pound fighters, yes?
Yes, and those are the
Every
names.
single person you just named.
No, I mean Teal's at 140. Shakur's
Okay,
they're gonna fight Shakur at 140.
135, but they're not at 147, right?
Right. But
They're not
but when you
so
but when you're great, you move up in weight.
okay, that's fine. So but my point is, listen, I told you gonna have me all. This is gonna be a crazy, this
No,
retarded
I didn't want
conversation.
to. I don't. If you wanted to debate, I'm just wanted to make it more
No,
interesting by giving you some
I'm
pushback.
telling you, I don't want you clipping this
And
shit
you
up.
asking me a question too.
Look, you gonna clip this motherfucker up all the way to the rest of the damn fight. I'm gonna be seeing myself on this bitch all the way to the rest of the damn fight as long as this interview is going right now. So I'm like, I'm trying to stay away from that shit. Every time I get on here, I see my ass talking again. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, believe it or not, that shit get
The
on my
biggest
nerves.
promo, the biggest promo on YouTube is right here, God. For that fight, November 22nd, everybody knows that.
I'll be like, God damn, boy, you be clipping them motherfuckers up, man. Why don't you make them longer, man? Make them longer.
You didn't see
Shit,
the
man.
joints I put up the other day were like mad
I saw you.
chunky.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that. I saw you. I saw you.
Yeah.
But anyway, like I was saying, who is at the top that he's speaking about? Who he don't even know. He's so outdated. He's so outdated with those old champions. He's so outdated with those champions of 6 years ago. Linares, Lomachenko, whoever else, all small old people, all of them. He's so outdated, he don't even know who's on top now. He don't know who on top. So you're saying that all the top guys would have beat him by not and not realizing that these were the top guys.
Yeah.
Ring Magazine, WBO, WBA, WBC, they list the top guys. They are who they are. Giovanni was ranked at the top. Jin Sasaki was ranked at the top. He was. He was ranked at the top. You can say who is Jin Sasaki. You can say who is who. You can say what you want to say. He was ranked at the top. So what top guys is he speaking of that would have beat these people? Who are the top guys that would have beat these? Any of the top guys would have beat them. Who? What top guys? That's my point. Like it don't make sense. I keep saying this. Nobody has a resume. Devin Haney arguably has the best resume because he has former old ass champions on him. That's retired now, pretty much gone. Do you feel what I'm saying? That's why he has the best resume. That's why he got a better resume than Shakur and everything else. But Shakur is still beating who he need to beat right now to be who he is today. Teofimo still beating who he beat the old ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why they resume. That's why they talking about that. The names are gone. It's time to make new names. Pay attention, people. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
your
saying.
son
Who is at the
was saying
top?
that over and over. It's like, who cares
Yeah,
about a name? Plus, he just
yeah.
said anybody could be a champion. So it's just a lot. There's a lot
Yeah, it
going
don't
on. It's
make it
mismatching.
don't make sense. Like